Now, on New Year's Eve last year, police pulled out 2 bodies from the Mekong River on the Thai-Laos border. They had been gutted and stuffed with concrete. The idea was to make the bodies sink and make the crime disappear. But both were identified. They were friends of Thai dissident Surachai Danwatta-nanu-sorn. The anti-monarchy activist and a military opponent has himself been missing from Laos since last December. These are just a few in a series of disappearances and deaths in Southeast Asia. The targets are exiled opponents of the Thai military and monarchy. Human Rights Watch says threats are at a new high. Now, one of those on the receiving end is the protest band, Faiyen. They are living in Laos, and they're worried that they are next on the hit list.
It looks and sounds like a happy sing-along, but the members of Faiyen are far from relaxed. The band fled to Laos out of fear they'd be arrested for publishing songs that criticized Thailand's 2 pillars of power, the monarchy and the military. Here, Faiyen singer Yami mocks the military for arresting street vendors who sold red buckets, a colour deemed anti-establishment. The band believes videos like this one have put a target on their back.
We have to live from day to day, just focusing on how we will survive, on how we will live today. Once day's over, then we have to think about surviving the next day, about how to be safe and how to not get abducted.
When the military seized power in 2014, it did so with a vow to crack down on anti-royalists. Activists claim this crackdown doesn't stop at Thailand's borders, and they're worried it's taken a dark turn. 6 exiles living in Laos are said to have disappeared under suspicious circumstances in the last 6 months. In December, the mutilated bodies of 2 anti-government activists washed up on the banks of the Mekong River. Thai authorities have denied playing a role in the disappearances and deaths. But Yami and her bandmates are convinced that someone is seeking extrajudicial retribution.
Our society shouldn't punish those who think differently by killing them. We should be able to choose what kind of society we want to live in, what kind of society we want it to be, according to each of our own ideals.
In a statement to DW, Faiyen said they would continue to fight for freedom of expression in Thailand, even if it means living in fear.
Well, as we heard, Thai authorities have denied playing a role in the disappearances and deaths. We spoke to Catherine Gerson, a Thailand campaigner for Amnesty International, and asked her if the military junta really can be tied to these incidents.
It's very hard to say who's responsible for these disappearances and killings, and that's why a proper and independent, thorough and effective investigation has to take place into them. We haven't seen any news coming out of any suspected perpetrators being identified. We also have to say that these are individuals, that among those who've disappeared are individuals who Thai authorities have been explicitly pushing for their return, and the link can be no coincidence. And it is necessary for all of these national authorities to do their utmost to identify what has happened to these individuals.